Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back for another math lesson with Miss Kim. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Happy Monday. We're going to continue learning about fractions. Let's do a quick review what fraction means. Let's read together. A fraction shows equal parts of a whole object or set. Now, when we see an object, it's a whole when it's not broken into parts. This is called a whole. Next, when it's broken into two equal parts, it's called halves. Halves have two equal parts. When there are three equal parts, it's called thirds. Then, lastly, if it's broken into four equal parts, it's called fourths. And remember, equal parts mean that each part is the same size or the same amount. Thank you for doing all of your assignments on Seesaw and practicing on IXL, identifying what is a whole, halves, thirds, and fourths. This is a very important concept for you to understand fractions. Next, what we're going to be learning is when we see each object broken into equal parts, how do you write it as a fraction? I'm going to teach you how to write as a fraction. Here they wrote it as 1. Here they wrote it as 1, and then they put a line and then a 2. Then here they put a 1 and a line and a 3. And then fourths, they put a 1 and a line and a 4 under. And I'm going to teach you what that means. It's called 1 whole, 1 half, 1/3, and 1/4. This is an example of a fraction. We have the numerator, which represents the top number in a fraction, the one that's in purple, number 3. Then we have what it's called denominator, which represents the 5, the bottom number in a fraction. In every fraction, there's a top number and a bottom number. And then there's a line that divides between the numerator and denominator. Everyone say numerator. Everyone say denominator. You have n, and then you put a line under, and then d, n, d. In this shape, we see a circle. How many equal parts do we see? We see 2 equal parts. And then we see that one is shaded. How do we represent this picture as a fraction? I'm going to get a marker. The first thing you do is you need to write the denominator. We have 2 equal parts. Then we're going to put a line. 2 equal parts would represent the whole of the object. Now, what is the part? What part is shaded? Well, this part, which is shaded in green, is the part that represents the fraction. So how many parts are shaded? Only 1. So this would represent fraction as 1/2. We got the numerator on the top and the denominator on the bottom. Part and whole. Let's do the next one. We're going to find the denominator. The first question we ask is, how many equal parts are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. The circle is broken into 4 equal parts. We're going to put the bottom number, the denominator, as 4. There are 4 equal parts. And you put a line. How many parts are shaded? In purple, 1, 2, 3. This picture represents 3/4. 3 out of 4 equal parts are shaded. This is a circle again. How many equal parts are there? 1, 2, 3. The denominator, you're going to write 3 on the bottom. Then you're going to draw a line. How many equal parts are shaded? 2. This represents 2/3. 2/3 of the whole circle is shaded. Let's do another one. Now this circle is broken into many different parts. It looks like a pizza. How many slices are there? Let's count how many equal parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, we're going to write 8 as the denominator, which represents how many equal parts are there. Then how many equal parts or how many parts are shaded in green? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This picture represents 6/8. Hope you're getting the hang of it now or understanding how to write a fraction. Press pause. I want you to try this. Grab a paper and pen. Before I do this, I want you to try it. The first thing you ask is, how many equal parts are there? And that will be your denominator. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a rectangle and it's broken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts. I'm going to write 5 equal parts to represent how many equal parts there are and also represent the denominator. And draw a line. What's the numerator? How many parts are shaded in green? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this picture represents 4/5. Nice. We're going to watch a video now about fractions, so you have a better understanding of how to write a fraction. Let's watch this video.
Let's learn fractions. Understanding fractions can be easy as 1, 2, 3. Just watch this video and you'll be using fractions with ease. It's easy to count whole things like a pizza, a pie, or a donut. But what if we only had part of one? How would we count it then? We'd use fractions. A fraction looks like this. The bottom number is called the denominator. It shows how many equal pieces an object has been divided into. The top number is called the numerator. It shows how many parts of the denominator you are looking at. For example, a pizza is usually divided into 8 slices. That means that in a fraction, the denominator would be 8. If you normally eat 1 slice of pizza, then 1 would be the numerator. That means that you eat 1/8 of a pizza. If you normally eat 2 slices of pizza, then 2 would be the numerator. The denominator would still be 8 since there are always 8 slices of pizza. That would mean that you eat 2/8 of a pizza. Let's try another example. This pie is divided into 6 pieces, and you eat 4 pieces of it. If there were 6 pieces of pie and you eat 4, what is the denominator of your fraction? That's right, 6. What is the numerator? Yep, it's 4. That means that you ate 4/6 of the pie. Let's try one more example. If you and your friend have one donut to share, then you will cut it into 2 pieces. If there are 2 pieces of donut and you eat 1, what is the numerator of your fraction? That's right, the numerator is 1. What is the denominator? Right again, it's 2. When the fraction is 1/2, we call that 1/2. Thanks for watching.
Great. Now that we watched the video, we're going to practice doing IXL. Today you're going to be doing W.6. I'm going to write it right here. W.6. If you have not completed W.1, W.2, W.3, W.4, W.5, make sure you do that this week. Let's read the question.
What fraction of the shape is green?
This is a circle, and this is a whole circle. Then how many equal parts did they break it into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in total, there are 6 equal parts. 6 represents the denominator. Then you put a line. How many parts are shaded? 1, 2. The correct answer is 2/6. 2/6. Let's do another one. Let me erase the answer. Let's read the question.
What fraction of the shape is purple?
How many equal parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already know by looking at the answer, this one will be correct because this is the only answer that has a denominator of 5 as the denominator. And then how many equal parts, or what part of this shape is shaded in purple? Only 1. So it'll be 1/5. Now you're going to try this at home. So practice W.6, and I'll see you next time. Bye.